Well, hello everyone. Welcome to P.B.M. Vending. Today I want to talk about something that's been on my mind for about a month, and it's the three investment strategies that we should do right now. Now, why do I say right now? Well, because they all revolve around the upcoming election, and I want to start by saying a couple of things. These strategies in no way reflect my personal opinion. I'm not an investment counselor. I'm just a person who has investments, and I'm concerned about what the right thing to do is between now and election day. Now, having gotten that out of the way, in this election there are four possibilities that I see. Of those four, there are three investment strategies, all of which are different, depending on which one happens. Scenario one, Donald Trump wins big time. Crushes him. Scenario number two, Biden wins big time. Crushes Trump. 3, Trump wins, but not huge. It's fought in the courts, and the winner isn't selected for a while. Number 4, Biden wins, and it's fought and goes into court for a long time. Now, let's start with 3 and 4 because those both are going to require the same investment strategy. If you think the election is going to be close, here's some things for you to remember. The market hates uncertainty. If you're in the market right now, you know that there's been volatility. But if it comes to going to court, you're going to see huge volatility. The market is going to gyrate unbelievably. And when that happens, you will lose and you will gain and you will lose and you will gain all in the same day. So the strategy, if that happens, is, in my opinion, is to pull all of your cash, or a majority of your investments out and keep it in cash. Especially if you're over about 40 years old. Because by the time it's settled, who knows where the market's going to end up at. So let's just say, for an example, you have $10,000 in the market. If you think that scenario is going to happen, I would take 9,000 of it out and stick it in cash. And if you're right and that scenario happens and the market goes way down, go back and buy the same things you had before in cash. That way you will have sold higher and you're going to buy lower. That's a winning strategy. That's strategy number 1. Strategy number 2, Biden wins big. Okay? Now, here's why I said at the beginning this does not in any way reflect my opinion of politics. But here's what I know. If Biden wins the election, the stock market will go down. And why do I know that? Well, to begin with, we went through 8 years of Obama and the stock market never did recover. So if you think Biden's going to win big, here's what I would do. I would take half of my cash, or half of my investments, and put it in cash. And here's why. Best case scenario, it goes down quite a bit, but it doesn't tank. Which case, you buy lower than you sold. You keep the profit, you reinvest what you had, and then you ride the market for the next 4 years. So, strategy number 1, liquidate most of your assets and sit on the sideline for cash. Strategy number 2, take half of your investments, sit on the sideline for cash, and reinvest after it's official. Now, scenario number 4, investment strategy number 3, Donald Trump wins big. If Donald Trump wins big, the market will go crazy upwards. Not because the market loves Trump. The market likes certainty. They like stability. The market knows what it's going to get with Trump. They're going to get business-friendly tax help. Donald Trump has already said he's going to cut taxes. Wall Street loves that. He's going to continue to cut restrictions on business. Wall Street loves that. So if he wins, and he wins big, the market will go crazy, just like it did his first time when he won. If you believe that's going to happen, then best case scenario is you go all in on the market between now and election day. All in. Now, there are downsides to each one of these strategies. I'm looking at it from the standpoint of how do I maximize my profits and minimize my losses for the next 30 days. If you think Trump's going to win big, go all in right now. If you think Biden's going to win big, pull back half of your investments and keep it in cash and buy back when it's official. If you think it's going to be close and it's going to be contested, I would pull back everything but just enough to keep my accounts open and keep it all in cash until it's settled. And the overriding thing between all of this is that Wall Street does not like uncertainty. It likes stability, it likes certainty, and it likes business-friendly environments. The only way you win huge is if Trump wins huge. Now, you can maximize your profits by pulling back. If you think one of the other 3 scenarios is likely, then pull back on your investments right now, put it in the bank, and wait until the election is over. Now me, just to let you know, I'm going to stay all in. Now the ride is going to be tough. My knuckles have already gotten white by holding on. But I think when it's all said and done, it's going to be for the best. And I'm probably going to go all in with more cash. Simply because I think that people are underestimating what's going to happen. I don't think people have thought this through. I think there's going to be a lot of fortunes made and a lot of fortunes lost in the next 30 days in the stock market. And that includes your 401ks, your IRAs. If there's a way to, like if you have an IRA or a 401k and you have the ability of changing your risk factor, if you can't pull the cash back out of the market, go into bonds. Go into your office tomorrow and tell your investment people you want to change, get out of all risky stock investments and put it all in bonds. Or, if you think Trump will win big, go in and tell him to put it all in high growth, small stocks. Because that's where the big growth will be, for sure. Now, again, I want to say I am not an investment counselor. I have no right to stand on anything other than my experience, my observation, and a little bit of knowledge of the market based on my degree. Other than that, it's just an opinion, and I've been giving it a lot of thought about my own investments, and I just thought, because I haven't heard anybody talking about it, nobody is willing to step up and say. So I decided, in my opinion, there's only one of 4 scenarios that's going to happen. One of those 4 scenarios will happen. So as an investor, what do you do to maximize your profits and limit your losses in each one of those scenarios? Now, the bad news is one strategy does not fit all. So you have to decide how do you think the election is going to be handled. Trump wins big, Biden wins big. Trump wins, it's contested. Biden wins, it's contested. One of those 4 things will happen. The strategy that you have for your investment is dependent on what scenario you pick and if you pick correctly. I wish you the best of luck, and wish me the best of luck because I hope my knuckles recover. It's already been a wild ride. Well, you guys have a great week, and happy vending.